So Alexander Usyk must fight Ajit Kabayel next, otherwise he will be stripped off of the WBC World Heavyweight title. Um, this is interesting because recently we've been hearing things about him fighting kickboxer Rico Verhoeven. And I mean, with Verhoeven, there's loads of things that we heard about him. I mean, we heard about something about him going with Anthony Joshua at a point. Doesn't seem like that's happening. And now it seems like Alexander Usyk might be happy to entertain a fight with him. And it's a joke fight. Don't want to see it at all. People say that, yeah, Usyk can fight whoever he wants. Of course he can fight whoever he wants at this point in his career. But no one wants to see him fight a kickboxer. You know, when we say, you know, it'll be good to see him fight whoever he wants, yeah, we're talking about, all right, fine. Him taking that Deontay Wilder fight makes sense as an exception. You know, it's that kind of thing. Not him fighting bloody Rico Verhoeven. You know, that's a fight that can't go ahead. That's a fight that can't happen. But yeah, apparently that's possibly looking set for May 9th, 2026. But the WBC have ordered Ajit Kabayel to now fight Alexander Usyk as the interim champion. So hopefully this is what happens. But we've also heard news that apparently Ajit Kabayel's been that he now wants to have a fight in May in Germany again. So Alexander Usyk might have time for that Verhoeven fight, for all we know. He could do if Kabayel's to fight in May in Germany, defend his interim title once more. Alexander Usyk has time to take this fight against Verhoeven, but it's like I just feel like this slows it down. I mean, yeah, look, Alexander Usyk said that he wants to box until he is, what did he say, 41 years old or something. I think he's just turned 39 now, I believe. Yeah, he has just turned 39. So 2 years left. What fights are we seeing for him? Because this Kabayel fight has got to be top of the bucket list. It's got to happen. So if Verhoeven happens in May, let's say, then you'd say probably September, October 2026 this year, the Kabayel fight happens. But I don't know if the WBC will ideally want it to happen before then. So that's 2 fights this year. Then we go into 2027. That's basically Usyk's final year. He's 41 January 2028. So basically next year is Usyk's final year in boxing. Who does he then fight? Does he go on and fight, you know, Fabio Wardley if he gets past Daniel Dubois? I mean, in my opinion, that fight probably should have just happened next, in my opinion. It probably should have just happened next. He should have just took that fight, then took the Kabayel fight, and then. But no, I mean, look, if Usyk fights Fabio Wardley in 2027, if Wardley has the belt by then, because if Dubois beats Wardley, then it's like who in the bloody hell ever wants to see that trilogy? No one. But we then look to the possible Fury trilogy, which. Again, not the ideal fight, but I think it's one that a lot of people would want to tune in and see again. I mean, I'm not really bothered. I wouldn't really want to see it again, but if it does happen again, I'd rather see it again than the bloody Daniel Dubois trilogy, if that ever came across to be a thing. They could be the final 4 fights. I'd hope Fabio Wardley beats Dubois. Hopefully that is what happens. I feel like that's much better for the division if Wardley wins. But if Dubois wins, I don't know, because Usyk would want to come on become a 3-time undisputed champ at heavyweight, but that can't unless Fury fights Dubois, Fury beats Dubois, and then Fury and Usyk go at it again for all the belts. That could be the case, but Usyk needs to fight Kabayel. That needs to happen this year. Ideally, it needs to happen next. You know, screw the Verhoeven fight. Kabayel just scrap the fight in Germany. Let's just get this. I mean, hopefully now the WBC have ordered this. This does change plans up for both. I mean, that is what you would hope, that this massively changes plans. For all I care as well, they can do that Usyk Kabayel fight in Germany. They can do that fight in Germany. Kabayel can sell bloody well in Germany. And again, Usyk's got a good solid following all over Europe anyway. So I think that's fine. I honestly think that's fine. They could really get something going in Germany. Again, it's Usyk just trying to take over another country. Look at what he's always been able to do in the UK. Look at what he did in Saudi. And then he can have a fight in Germany against Kabayel. I wouldn't mind that at all. Just do that in May. That can be the fight in Germany in May for Kabayel, and it can be the fight in May for Usyk. And yeah, it's like, where else does this fight sell? Because they're not going to do it in Ukraine. What's the point of coming over here and doing it in the UK? 0 point. Usyk Kabayel in Germany. Get that done for May. I don't see what can get in the way. What's the point of Kabayel having to defend the bloody interim title again? Absolutely no point. Who really wants to see Usyk fight a kickboxer? Absolutely nobody. So the fight's there. The fight's been ordered. Let's make it happen now. Let's make it happen. I feel like this would be huge in Germany. I feel like it could be absolutely huge in Germany. I don't want to be let down, because let's be real, that Naiba fight for Kabayel, like, who really cared? The result was obvious. The result was there already before the fighting bloody started. No one wanted to see that. No one was bothered. Kabayel's been too inactive recently as well. Just get this Usyk fight over the line. He's probably the biggest threat to him out of everyone. I feel like he's definitely a bigger threat to Usyk than what Wardley is. He'll be a better threat than what Dubois was. And who else really is the biggest threat to Usyk right now? I feel like it's got to be Kabayel. It's got to be. So make it happen. It's been ordered. Fight's there. It's an entertaining fight. Usyk will win. But again, if it's in Germany, it'd be a bloody good event. It would be.